trap.
This is the cemetery. This was used to bury the soldiers, that is, if their body was found. During World War I and before they used wooden crosses, however after the war they began to use stone ones. This is the medical tent. This was placed quite far back to avoid artillery fire and rogue and stray bullets. However, not everybody under the doctor's care survived. This was a reserve trench. This was very deep and very secure to make... This was very deep and very secure. This was so that it was impenetrable, as this was the final line. It was very well kept and very well structured. There was plenty of storage, plenty of food. However, that didn't mean that bed space wasn't cramped, as many people could not even get a good night's sleep without having someone's farts in their face.
Right. Next we have the support trench. This trench wasn't as well kept as the reserve trench. However, if the front line trench was being taken, soldiers from the support trench would go in and help. If the front line trench was taken, this was the second line of defence. Here we have the standard trench design of weaving in and out. This is to stop it from if a German made it across no man's land, from just going down and shooting down the whole trench, or letting explosions from travel very far. Here we have a machine gun post. Sadly, the soldier inside didn't make it. Next we have the front line trench past some of these tanks. Here's some flooding. This was very common in trenches. Lots of soldiers making their way towards the front. And this bit's been a bit mangled after a shell explosion. There's a little machine gun post here, still manned. Another explosion, then at the end, just another machine gun post. In the machine gun post, they would commonly use Lewis guns. And then after this, we have the soldiers making a push in to try and take the German trenches. Got the tanks going in front and people on the back of the tanks. Soldiers commonly use them as bullet shields. Moving on across no man's land. This tank was unlucky enough to get hit by a German anti-tank field gun. And here was the German trenches. They were much higher quality than Allied trenches, and as the mentality was very different. Germany realised it's going to be a stalemate and dug in and made the trenches more permanent, whereas the Allies thought they're not going to stay in the trenches for long and made them more temporary. They used a lot of concrete and they were very high quality and highly defended. Through here we have a concrete German dugout. They use these to hide in when they're under artillery fire, and we just have some soldiers playing cards.
In the same as the British trenches, there were still support trenches, frontline trenches and reserve trenches, connected with underground tunnels. These also included tunnels created of concrete, as many of the trenches were. As you can see, the concrete was amazingly compact and very well built. Thank you for watching.